Testing, testing, testing. All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to another broadcast here from Osage Gaming and Esports. I'm here, Durza. I'm along with my partner Flipped here. He's actually a player on the Osage varsity Overwatch team, so we'll be looking to have some good insight from Sean this match. Is that right?
Zach. That is exactly right.
So we'll go ahead and start off with our rosters here today between Osage. You know who we're playing, Sean?
Yeah, we are playing the JV team at Spirit Lake.
Spirit Lake. Start us off.
Yeah. So first we have DPS, ran by Con T, also known as Connor Tomey. He's a freshman, and he's playing McCree. And we got the Reaper, played by Aiden, who is a sophomore. We got our let's go to the tanks. We have Bodie Goddard, who's playing Osage Esports 8. He is a sophomore. And Osage Esports 5, Jack Lau, he's a freshman who's going to be our tank. We got two supports ran by Logan Mitchell and Alex Donahue, both freshmen. And we got a Mercy and a Mora for our support, and our tank, Diva and Sigma.
So yeah, early on here, looking at the Osage composition, we got a Diva Sigma, which is interesting. You'd expect to see a little double shield or something, so we'll be looking for Diva to be absorbing a lot of that damage. But you'll see early, Diva is popped out of her mech early. As we go on here, we see Spirit Lake just poking the choke here, building up some ultimates, popping damage, trying to break that shield of the Sigma. For the Sigma of Osage, it's really all about his shield management. If he can keep that shield up in the choke for as long as possible, absorb a lot of his damage for his backline, that's how he can make his team be successful. As you'll see here, a nice pick from Junie Buggy from the Spirit Lake Park will get the Diva. However, the Mercy for Osage is there with the Resurrection. A huge res for Osage. They're still in this. And now the Sigma of Osage takes out the Zarya. Nice trade there. Osage now up 6-5 in this early defense. You see the Bastion popping into the choke, trying to really get some damage in there on the Green Devils. He will back off shortly after. So Sean, early on here in Hanamura, what are you looking to try to do? You just see a lot of poke damage. Really, no one's trying to commit.
Right. So at this point, I would try to see if I could flank, possibly go to point in a different direction. Maybe use Junkrat and boost him up through that little window you see in the top right, and just find a different path to the objective.
Well, here you see Osage Esports Reaper's going to hop in and land a headshot on Mercy. The Sigma will, however, return blows and D-Mech, the diva for Osage. Conti will pick up a quick pick on the Zarya. Osage really looking strong in this early defense. You see the Mercy standing back out of the front line, just healing her team, keeping her Sigma at full health up front, along with the Reaper. Look at the damage boost on Reaper right now, pumping in a lot of damage for the Green Devils. And up to this point, Spirit Lake hasn't had an answer, Sean.
They have not. The Green Devils have done a really good job holding them to that first choke point, and haven't seen a big push yet come from Spirit Lake yet.
You see the Bastion set up here for Spirit Lake. It's great for a lot of damage, but you have to be able to get that set up, get that damage pumped in.
Right.
And with the Sigma Diva tank combination for Osage, there's really no way to get that consistent damage.
That's maybe where you would want an Orisa shield.
Oh my god, a giant 5-piece with the Death Blossom from the Reaper for Osage. Totally shuts down the little window opening that Spirit Lake had. They will polish off the team kill on the Zarya. Osage looking super strong here early on the first point in Hanamura. You'll see Osage still has 4 ultimates left with just over a minute remaining. Looking at the ultimate bank for Spirit Lake, they're going to have a Graviton Surge coming up for the Zarya. They can pair that with the Moira's Coalescence, get a lot of damage and healing at the same time there. Now you'll see that Spirit Lake has 5 ultimates for this fight as well, so this is about to be explosive, Sean. Here we go. Just under 1 minute remaining. Let's see what happens. You see the Bastion tucked away, and Zero will get a quick pick on the mech of Osage. Has a small window here, Sean. Let's see if they can do anything about it.
Let's see.
A Gravitic Flux goes in from the Sigma of Osage. He will drop one. Zarya out of the fight. She dies with her ultimate. A huge kill here for the Osage. You'll see Junkrat still trying to poke. Not much has happened so far. However, the Mercy will land a giant res on the Zarya. Her Graviton Surge now able to be unleashed on Osage here. You'll see Osage playing quite slow, Sean. What would you be trying to do here if you were trying to defend this last push from Spirit Lake?
You know, I would try not to get too aggressive and just stick with your team and just don't push fights that you don't have to.
I agree,
don't
and
go
you'll
solo.
see Spirit Lake won't even be able to touch the point at all on this first round of Hanamura. A very strong defense from Osage. This puts them in a very, very winnable scenario here on this first map. You'll see the play of the game early. Here is the Reaper 5K Death Blossom. He uses his teleport over the top and drops it in.
And that was Aiden, the sophomore.
Aiden, the sophomore of Osage, showing up big for the squad, even finishing off the last kill for the team kill.
That was excellent.
Traveling to Hanamura. Initiating match.
Now here we are back in round 2 of our Hanamura 2 capture point game mode here to begin things off. We just witnessed Osage with a strong defense here early. Now we will be swapping sides to Osage on the attack. Sean, you know the team a little bit better than me. What would you say, what's a good guess on what Osage will come out to attack with? What are you thinking here on Hanamura?
You know, they did a good job defending last map, or last
set.
round, yes. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come out with the same team cop.
So taking a look at our comps, you will see a Reinhardt Diva instead of a Diva Sigma, so pretty close there. You're going to see Aiden back on the Reaper. Why not? Absolutely dominant last round. And you'll also see Conti staying on the McCree. So, Sean, a pretty solid guess there. We see the support line is the same for the Green Devils as well. And I say if it's not broke, why would you fix it?
Exactly.
Now taking a look over here at Spirit Lake, we're going to see a Sigma Zarya comp, another somewhat odd one here. You'd expect to see a Rhine Sigma or a Rhine Zarya, but with Sigma's strength right now in the meta, there's really no way to deny him here.
That is true.
You're also going to see a Total Bunker comp with a Torbjorn Bastion here. Now, the strength of a Bastion Torb is they can hold it down really well, but when they're presented with an overwhelming push, they can really get stuck in the mud and then get overrun very easily.
I agree.
So we're going to see if Osage can mount a really nice push behind that Reinhardt. You'll see here early the damage boosted Bastion here just pumping damage into the shield of that Reinhardt of Osage, not giving him any room to work. An aggressive turret placement here, Sean.
Yes.
We'll be looking to pump that out for the Green Devils, get that destroyed, and they'll be able to get into the point.
You got to be careful they're not pushing over the shield there.
Early here, we have a kill on the Reinhardt from the Bastion, totally melting through the shield, melting through the Reinhardt, and another kill of the other tank of Spirit Lake under the Mercy. A big couple picks here to open up the defense for Spirit Lake. Spirit Lake is looking ahead in the ultimate charge as well. You see the Bastion already nearing his configuration tank ultimate. However, the Osage Green Devils will have a Coalescence to counter that here in just a minute, as well as a Valkyrie. So the supports putting in a ton of work for the Green Devils. All right, so here we are in the nice third-person view of the Torbjorn here for Spirit Lake. You see him playing aggressive right at the choke here. He's got his turret set up as well as he's using his primary fire. An aggressive charge from the Reinhardt. He will be punished for that. Sean, would you say that's a little bit of an overextension from the Reinhardt of Osage?
I would say definitely. You got to make sure your team's with
And
you
just like
behind
that,
the
however,
shield.
the Rhine gets the resurrection. He will land a shatter, and the fire strike will take out the Torbjorn and the turret of Spirit Lake. Definitely an opening here for the Green Devils. You'll see Bastion is dropped too, so both DPS of the Spirit Lake team is out. We can see if Osage can exploit that. We'll take a flight back into the point here. See how the offense is going. You'll see Osage takes the first objective, so they've already succeeded much better than the Spirit Lake team was able to. It came off of those two crucial picks from the Reinhardt Shatter on both DPS of Spirit Lake, left them susceptible to the push of Osage. So Sean, what are you going to be looking to do here to mount your push toward the second point with this double shield setup and the Bastion?
At that point, sometimes you just gotta work off your ultimates and just get a couple picks, and then maybe they kind of settle down and don't play too aggressive. They go back to point, and that way you can get closer to objective.
This is somewhat of an odd position to hold for the defense. You'll see they do, however, make a nice hold. They get a few picks. But Sean, I've never seen a team hold this door here.
You know,
what do you think about that?
I can't say the same. I have never seen that. It's interesting.
I mean, you have a nice spawn camp on them, but
Right.
usually you play the point. However, not even allowing them to get to the point could be a strong strategy here for Spirit Lake.
And
now we'll
correct me if I'm wrong, but there's other ways to get there other than that door. I think
That is
there a
correct.
way?
This diva can fly around the back of the map
Right,
here,
yep.
as we'll take a look. On to the left, she can fly around. They could get a symmetric teleporter to the backside if they're
That's
having
right.
a lot of trouble here. But you will see Conti with a double kill from his Deadeye. However, Zero will counteract one of those, taking out the Reinhardt. But another excellent resurrection.
Is a diva all?
A diva bomb going in big. She will land a kill on the DPS. Osage Esports
That was
breaking it
huge.
wide open here as Aiden gets another pick with the Reaper. Here they go, charging behind the Reinhardt. Looking at the point of view of the diva, blocking some damage behind. This could be a huge stagger for the Green Devils. 3 of the Spirit Lake players are trapped behind in the Osage backline. Sean, if Osage can get a couple picks here, this could be map right here.
This very well
There's a
could be.
pick on Orisa. Here we go. The charge should be on right now for the Green Devils. You'll see the tanks leading the way. It's just Torbjorn on the point.
Gotta be careful with that Torb.
And the Diva of Osage dropping really low. However, the Coalescence will be popped from the Osage Moira, keeping the Diva back up to full health. The tank will be popped from the Bastion as well from Spirit Lake. However, it will take the Diva down before being knocked out. The Gravitic Flux from Spirit Lake comes in. It'll drop down Baby Diva to half health. However, the Valkyrie of Osage doing work here. We got ourselves an all-out brawl, Sean.
Yes, we do. It's always fun to watch.
And you'll see here the spawn advantage of Spirit Lake starting to take over here. But Conti, the Reaper, 3K Death Blossom back again with a huge play for the Green Devils. Let's see if that'll be able to turn it. The Coalescence will be popped by Spirit Lake's Moira here to try to keep things in their favor. But Osage hanging tough here. Osage is going to need a couple picks here, Sean, or the spawn advantage of Spirit Lake being that close is going to take over.
Yep.
You'll see here the fight starting to shift due to the Bastion damage. And Sean, it looks to be a hold from Spirit Lake. What do you think of that fight from Spirit Lake?
That was good. I think it comes down to, the spawn. If you're playing Bastion and you get a shield out there, you can just hop out of spawn and go right away into your turret and deal damage.
You'll see that's the nature of this 2CP game style. In order to capture that point as damage, you almost have to have an entire team wipe, with the defensive team being able to spawn that close to the objective.
Right.
You'll see the Deadeye pop from Conti. He will pick off the main support and the DPS
That was crucial.
of Spirit Lake. However, Zero and Junie Bungie will counteract those two with a couple kills of his own. You see the Diva here, Sean. He's charging up his bomb. He'll go in for it. Right on point. Looks to be a couple kills in the making. Oh! The 5-piece bomb from
That
Osage
was
Diva.
huge.
That might be the match here.
That was
if they can get this one
huge.
pick on Torbjorn. And Sean, I can't express how rare a 5-kill with the self-destruct is these days. You got double shield. Sean, what do you think of that play?
That was amazing, and I believe that was by Jack Lau, the freshman.
What a play from the freshman showing up big.
Absolutely.
Oh my
textbook.
gosh. You will see, however, with that spawn advantage here, we're on to overtime. Spirit Lake is able to hang tough. That Bob 101 will pop into the configuration tank, get a couple kills on the support of Osage. However, Conti will get one of his own, but Zero on the Torbjorn with the turret will pick 2 of his own, and it looks to be the end of the match there. Sean, I'm not sure how we rule this, but looking at Spirit Lake getting full held on their attack, and Osage winning the first point and 2 ticks on the second, I would venture to guess Osage wins this map.
Yes, I agree.
And look at this play of the game here. You see him sitting back, charging his ultimate. He sneaks it right in there. Luckily, the shield was not there from the Sigma. Boom, 5K. Right there.
Absolutely textbook.
Absolutely incredible. What a play. So, Sean, give me some thoughts on what did you like from the Osage team that match?
I like how they use their alts very well.
I agree. They
got plenty of picks.
They staggered the ultimates.
Yep.
They weren't dumping it all in one fight.
Right.
They charged them efficiently. I like the tank line of Osage. What did you see from that?
Oh, I liked it a lot. Coming out there with that Rhine, it was good.
Mm-hmm. Nice shield on attack. And we can't forget about that big bomb from Jack Lau
Yep.
on the Diva.
He was playing that really well.
See, in the Overwatch community, we call that a little bit of a main tank difference, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if that...
The tank diff.
That's right. That's right. We will see what our next map is here next. I'm going to guess it's going to be a escort map or a hybrid. We'll see. Up on Dorado, looks to be we'll have our payload map up next. Same roster as last match. We're going to take a quick short break, and we will be right back with the intro to our second map.
Traveling to Dorado.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Durza and Flipped back on the call here for our second map. However, early we'll have a quick pause. And while we're paused, Sean, let's take another guess on what do you think you're going to see out of the Osage team here. It looks like Osage will be on defense here on Dorado.
So I expect a very basic setup. Maybe probably a shield at that choke point. And
I would expect to see the Diva again after the total
Right.
domination last game.
probably the Rhine or
Yep,
the
looking at
Orisa,
a Rhine
maybe.
Orisa, I would expect to see maybe a Sigma. However, I'm going to venture to guess that we're probably going to see a Reaper McCree again. You saw the big Death Blossom plays from Aiden on the Reaper, and I'm going to guess the support line, the Moira, especially. I'm going to highlight the Mercy last game. The Mercy from Logan Mitchell, I believe, maybe Alex. Excellent play. Every time one of his teammates died, he was there with the res.
Right.
His Valkyries were great. He stayed out of the line of sight of the enemy sniper or Bastion, so we'll continue to see great play from them.
Yep. Two top-tier support players there that they are playing.
I would agree. Great support play. And as we look across the match here, as we're paused, we can see a little hint of what Spirit Lake will be playing. We got a Wrecking Ball out, Sean.
Interesting.
A Wrecking Ball Sigma.
Very interesting for attacking.
I agree. Both very strong tanks right now in the meta, though. The armor of the Wrecking Ball and the Rock and Eat ability of Sigma, pretty strong right now. Looking at the DPS lineup, we see Zero on the Junkrat again. He played that a little bit last map. He also played a little bit of Torb. However, a little Hanzo action, Sean. What do you think of that?
That'll be interesting to see.
What do you think about Hanzo as a hero? He can be really strong, but you got to hit the shots, right?
Right. You kind of, he's not a full hit scan. You
Yep.
kind of got to lead them,
Yep.
sort of say.
He's definitely a carry hero if you can hit the shots.
Right.
We'll see if Junie Buggy can do that.
Very fun to play, though.
And I'm gonna guess Leafy Lemur will probably be on the Mercy. Have a Mercy Moira set up for them as well. We're gonna take a quick break until this pause concludes, and we'll catch you when the match starts. All right, folks, we appear to be having a little bit of technical difficulties here. You saw in the chat they were ready to go, however, has not been paused yet. So I'm going to go help out, see what's going on. I'll get back to you guys when we're ready to start, and I'll catch you then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks to be they still can't figure it out. So I guess we're going to fill the time here a little bit with a little Q&A with a Overwatch player here at Osage. So we'll get to hear some insight from Sean as well as a little comedy. We'll see what happens. So here we go. Sean, what's your favorite map in Overwatch?
I'll be real honest. I don't know the names of the. I know.
Describe it. I'll get
Right.
you. I'll get you.
Now I gotta think. I like the one where it's kind of you're in a desert.
Okay. Temple of Anubis?
It could be. And
It's
then
a 2
it's a
CP
payload.
map? Oh, payload,
Payload
map.
map.
Oh, in the desert.
It's kind of outside, and then you go inside.
Junkertown.
Junkertown. I think that's.
Yeah, in the
what it
desert,
is.
and then you go into like
Yep.
the factory, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's a good one.
I
That's a
do
good one.
like that map.
I love Kings Row. Kings Row is a hybrid map. So it's in it's in Paris or
Okay.
France. It's the one where you go through the streets. Yeah, it's good. It's good. What else, Sean? Sean, favorite hero?
I'd say I have to say McCree.
McCree. Okay, I thought you were gonna say Junkrat.
I like McCree and Junkrat. You know, I like a lot of.
Yeah. Okay.
I like Road.
Yeah. How's it going? All right. Let's
Uh-huh.
see. If you know any pros, who's your favorite pro Overwatch player?
You know, I do not know any pros besides myself.
That's a
so-
shame. That's a shame. Besides himself. Okay, one more before we start the match. Sean, are you a good sport, or you talk a little trash in the chat?
For the most part, I'd say I'm a pretty humble guy when it comes to winning or losing, but you always got to have that.
A little
You
fire.
got to have a little fire.
That's
exactly.
right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting off the match. Finally, we got Dorado here on defense for Osage. We'll step in, take a look at the Reaper here, see his POV. He'll
And
be getting a
they
lot of
do
damage
have
boost.
that diva again,
They
so
do
we'll
have
be
the
expecting
diva.
big things from that.
However, looking at this, Sean, I'm not sure how much value the Diva for Osage is going to get with the Wrecking Ball. He's going to be having a Wrecking Ball on his face.
Mm-hmm.
He does have cannons that shoot, which you can absorb, but a lot of his damage is from the pile driver, from knocking you around. So I'm interested to see how the Diva handles this load coming at it from
The
Spirit
Reaper
Lake.
kind of.
You'll see Reaper's
watching
going to
the
be
flank.
he'll be wreaking havoc here on this Wrecking Ball, and that's a big thing with the Wrecking Ball is he's going to feed that Reaper out. And looking at what you'll
Gets
see
a
him
pick
hopping in
on the
early,
Hanzo.
taking out the Hanzo early. Back to what I was saying is, with seeing how Aiden's Reaper was last game, I don't think you want to be feeding that guy Death Blossoms.
You know, yeah,
I think
agree
you're
with
gonna
you.
regret that as a team. You'll see him getting a couple shots here and there on the Wrecking Ball on the flank, and there he is again.
Wow.
Up to 44% on his ultimate already. That's a huge advantage. But the Hanzo from Spirit Lake at 78%.
He picks the Sigma.
And I tell you, there we go. I was going to say Spirit Lake is going to have to find a way to deal with this Reaper. It's going to be a long match for them. And you'll see the Mercy with a big play from her. She will get the resurrection, and she will kill the Reaper right here. You'll see Leafy Lemur off to a good start for his support line. Let's take a look on back to the DPS line here. We'll take a look. Let's go back to the Contees McCree. He will be popping some shots into the Wrecking Ball. Another kill for him. Sean, at this point, I would say you might want to switch off the Wrecking Ball. You know, you're feeding ultimates.
Yes.
You see
definitely.
the cart still hasn't left spawn. I think you need a little more shield play.
Right. You know, if you just switch to Orisa, you know, throw a shield on that cart
Yep.
and put your whole team on it. Get that thing moving a little bit and
And
just stick together.
And as you see, we just missed a nice Gravitic Flux. He popped him up. Conti gave a couple shots, and Sigma dropped him back down for the kill. Conti catching the Junkrat on the flank as well. A quick headshot on him. And I want to know the slaying differential right now, Sean. Have you seen Spirit Lake in the feed other than a couple times? I think
yeah.
it's pretty
that,
lopsided
that one
right now.
pick on Aiden
Yep,
there.
on the Reaper. Otherwise, not a whole lot. The Hanzo doesn't seem to have been working very well for Spirit Lake.
Right.
However, you'll look, Spirit Lake with 5 ultimates. Oh, and Aiden back in with a huge kill. Another 4K Death Blossom on the Spirit Lake. He will pay his life for that. But Sean, he did his part.
He did
Kills
very
5,
well.
and he dies. It's a great trade for Osage. Let's take a look
We
back.
weren't expecting anything different.
Look back to someone else. And like I said,
Conti has his ult up too.
that's right, Conti on the dead. I expect him to flank possibly and use it. But as I was saying, Sean, that's the benefits that they are reaping from that Wrecking Ball. Getting fed. Oh, another 3K
Diva, wonderful.
bomb by Diva. Where's she at here? That Diva has, right here, Diva has been great this match.
Wonderful.
Sean, I've never been able to get that many kills with two self-destructs in one match.
Maybe I get 2 every one.
Maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2, but that's also on the Sigma, not blocking those for his team.
Right,
You'll see
yep.
Sigma will use his ult. Not a lot to gain from that. He will, with help from the Junkrat, pick off the Sigma here. Hanzo taking an aggressive leap here into the team. He will not get punished for it, luckily.
The support doing a terrific
Oh,
job.
great
keeping
support from that
Diva
Mercy.
alive.
You'll see Mercy's got her Valkyrie here for Osage. She should be looking to use it here shortly. You'll see all these critical alerts for her is getting popped right up to full health. Great work from there. 0 for Spirit Lake getting a quick double kill on the DPS and support lineup. And now Spirit Lake breaking it wide open here. 0 taking over the match for his team with 3 kills for Spirit Lake. Hanzo now, Junie Buggy's trying to get that pick on Sigma for the full team wipe. Doesn't look like that's going to be happening. And Sean, Spirit Lake's breaking it open. What'd you see from the DPS of Spirit Lake in that fight?
Yeah, you know, get a few picks, and you just got to keep pushing. Your team's right behind you. And that's when Osage has to kind of step back and regroup, you know, respawn together, and just
come back in for another
pick
fight.
another choke point.
That's right. Oh, and here he goes again. Another 3K on the for Aiden with the Reaper. That's
Absolutely
going
nuts.
to end the round for Osage. Going absolutely crazy is Aiden on that Osage Esports 7 account and playing the Reaper. Sean, I don't know what to say after that. They get full held again on the second map. Once again, putting Osage in a very winnable situation again here in
Right.
map 2. All right, as we step into the second round here on Dorado, you'll see Osage only has to gain 66.52 meters to win this match and go up 2-0 in the series, Sean. Looking at our compositions again, we have the Sigma Diva, Reaper McCree, Mercy Moira, which third time we've seen it. This might be the third time it's looked good, so why stop it? Uh-oh. You'll see we have a possible lag out here for Osage Esports 6. That is going to be Logan Mitchell on the support. The Mercy, a critical loss here for the Green Devils. That's why we got it paused. We'll see him to gain back into the game. So
Some
we'll
technical
yep.
difficulties we're having.
It appears he's joined back, so we'll sit around here for a minute, see if this pause gets worked out. And here it is, 3 seconds left. Okay, and to start on the defense, you will see the Widowmaker for Spirit Lake. Junie Buggy not feeling like he had a lot of say on that Hanzo. He's going to be trying to take over on the actual Widowmaker.
Yep. He did have a few picks with that Hanzo that were
did.
crucial to move the cart, but it wasn't early on enough, and yeah, they didn't move it far enough, really.
Early enough.
Right.
They finally pushed Q. They got their ults to work. They got the cart pushed somewhat, but not enough to get the first point. You'll see they also have the Wrecking Ball with that Bob back out. We'll see if it looks a little better on defense than it did offense. And you'll see Junie Buggy with a quick pick on the mech of Diva. Sean, why don't you tell us a little bit about Widowmaker as a hero as he gets a nice pick on the Diva. What can Widow take over matches? How does she do it?
Right, so Widow is a hit scan, and, you know, wherever her crosshair is, that's where the bullet's going. And there's a Pharah, you know, we got a Widow to counter that.
Yep.
She has a nice little hook. She can hook onto things and fly
She
towards
can
it.
escape those dive attempts.
That's right.
And as you said about the crosshair, if her crosshair lands on the head, you better look out. A quick pick for them. And you saw there a few nice picks for her. However, the Green Devils have totally wiped the stage clean of Spirit Lake. Just the Wrecking Ball left to defend things. You'll see the cart already approaching the winning zone here. As we pop over to the Reaper, the Bastion is set, and he will be taking some damage from that Bastion, but the Reaper comes around for the flank, gets it, and the Spirit Lake team fails to touch the cart, and Osage will win this second map rather easily behind the stellar tank and support play, and Osage is up 2-0 in the series. And what do we see here again? Another big play from Aiden's Reaper for Osage. on the overtime. He'll jump in the back line, get that ult, and he'll finish off that map.
Wonderful.
Great play.
Epic. To be expected. Now traveling to Busan. Initiating match.
All right, we're back here for map 3 in this match between the Green Devils of Osage and Spirit Lake Overwatch teams. As we go on here, you'll see we are on Busan Mecha Base here. Sean, Mecha Base is a lot different than the other two maps of Busan. You got the outdoor one, but this Mecha Base is pretty confined. What compositions do you think would be good here in this closer style map?
You know, shields are always good, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a Bastion again.
Another Bastion, okay.
And
you
it
see-
looks like we do have from Spirit Lake the Orisa and Sigma, both shield heroes. We'll see how that plays. And we have Doomfist.
I do think that the double shield is going to be a lot better look for Spirit Lake than the Wrecking Ball. The
I
Wrecking Ball
agree.
looked a little unsteady. It was hard to flank on that last map. You'll also see Junie Buggy on the Doomfist, an exciting pick there for Spirit Lake. We'll see if he can make anything of that. Take a look at him here as he's got that damage boost from Mercy. Just popping it a little bit, trying to build that ultimate, already up to just under 10% of his ultimate. Now we'll pop over to the DPS of
A wonderful
Osage.
pick on that
Conti gets a
Doomfist.
quick pick on the Doomfist. The Doomfist uppercutted right into a shot from the Peacekeeper of the McCree. And once again, another early good start for Osage here. McCree's also looking to just break the shields here. Any other pick he can grab would be a bonus for his team. He's got that flashbang, however, he won't need it as the Reaper, once again with the double kill, will break this. Oh, wide open, a four-piece. No Death Blossom. No Death Blossom needed for Aiden this time. He'll take over the game himself, kill the entire team. He's on fire. Osage is on fire as a
Wonderful.
team as they take the early cap. Already up to 3% on the first objective here. Sean, this has been just an excellent DPS play this match. What are you liking from Aiden's Reaper?
You know, he hits his shots.
Everything, right?
Yep.
Been great.
Simple like that. Just hit shots.
It's been simple flanks, simple shots, but you know, if you're Spirit Lake, you got to find a way to defend these flanks.
Right.
They've been pretty predictable. You know what? You know he's looking to TP to your back line and assault your Mercy and Moira, and they haven't been able to defend it
And
yet.
you can actually counter flanks with Ana. You just
Yep,
sleep.
sleeper, or if they switch to a Brig,
Right.
Vegeta, you bash him. You know, a McCree for them to stun him would be another good one. You can stun him out of that Death Blossom because his
That's
Death
right.
Blossoms have been huge.
Right.
You know, you have a McCree waiting, you pop that, Death Blossom is gone. And as you'll see, a
Sigma's
Coalescence already built up for Osage. That will help Sigma from Osage take down the Mercy. And once again, this Doomfist going in 1v6 on the point, looking to just feed ults at that point. He will be taken down by Aiden. Aiden up to 94% on that big Death Blossom once again. You'll see just trickling from Spirit Lake. Junkrat in by himself. Zero is going to die there too. Now it's just the tanks. If Osage wanted to push this, they easily could, up 2.
And Sigma has his ult ready whenever.
But as you see, there's no need to push as they have the point covered. Oh, go! Let's take a look at that one. Another 4-piece, 3 from the Death Blossom. He is going to call
And he's
his
getting
life for that, but
revived.
he will get the res. And what do you know? Mercy's there for the res once again, Sean.
Right.
I don't think I've seen her miss a res yet.
Great Mercy playing.
And once again, as we were just saying, a McCree could have been big there to stun that ult or anything else to defend those flanks. As you'll see, Con T with a headshot on the Widowmaker, which is pulled back out for Junie Buggy. Con T's stalking the side. He's going to go for a big Deadeye here, I'm sure, pretty shortly. Here it is.
Let's
He's got
see.
3 locked in. He will pop 2. A support
Yep.
and the damage gone in this
Great
first
ult right
round.
there.
Excellent ult. You don't need a 6K, Sean.
No.
One good kill on a healer, you're going to win that
That's
fight.
true. And a lot of people don't know that.
Exactly. You don't have to be the hero every time, although Aiden's Death Blossoms have been excellent. You
Right.
don't have to have that every time. But you will see Spirit Lake is going to manage to hold on to this point. Junie Buggy with a beautiful snipe onto that Reaper. And now Osage is going to have to reset. They got the point to 99%. There's no hurry. You know, Sean, they get a nice regroup, and they're back
Right.
in. Is that right? That's what you
And
do?
as you see them grouped up right in that corner there, just trying to take a couple picks and then fight for objective.
As you saw last fight for Spirit Lake, they tended to just trickle a little bit. One at a time,
Right.
one at a time.
You know, in Overwatch, it's a team game. You can't come in waves like that.
exactly.
That's not how it works.
You,
You,
gotta
just
cut
got to
your
be
losses,
patient,
You got to reset. You got to go
wait.
as a team.
combine alts. Can't combine alts if you're not even by someone.
Exactly. You will see the McCree here. Conti gets a quick pick on the Moira, but she will be rezzed by Mercy. But that means Rez is out of the cycle for this fight. Next pick is going to be a free one for Osage. And we've seen Conti just hanging out, doinking left and right,
That's
building
right.
ult charge, trying to get a quick headshot. And she
And he
will
does
do
on
it
the McCree.
on
or the
Widowmaker as McCree. That's
Yep.
right. The Widowmaker wasn't even
another
looking. Oh,
Mora.
another headshot.
Huge pick by
Beautiful
Mora.
shots by Conti. And one more for good measure. He's going to flash out a big
Wonderful.
bomb to
Wonderful.
cap it off. Oh, my gosh. Beautiful shots from the McCree. A couple nice headshots. And once again, the Diva Bomb's going to polish things off. And that's going to be a GG, they're saying in the chat. I'm not sure if that's going to end things or if they're going to have
Is
another
that
round here.
3?
Usually you play best of 2 on these type of maps. We'll see if they do another round here.
We'll see.
Or if they're just going to play the one. Yep, it looks like that was a good round. They're going to be playing this one here. All right, we're back here on round 2, and this is a must-win scenario for Spirit Lake. If they drop this little set, they will drop the entire match to Osage. Sean, last round was an absolute beatdown. I hate to say it. What are you going to be looking for from Spirit Lake to try to change that around? Oh, just a big pick from the Widowmaker.
Yes.
We'll start it off. I'm saying plays like that are going to be what is
Yes.
going to reverse things for Spirit Lake.
Exactly. And just as far as just sticking together as a team
better
is
team
just
play.
huge.
As you'll see, look at the positioning here on the map. Osage is already on the point where Spirit Lake hasn't even left spawn. They're chilling
Yep.
up in their spawn.
And that Mercy doing a great job
Great
staying
boosting.
behind that barrier and not letting herself take damage.
You'll see the Reaper in early. He might get a kill on this Mercy, but he will not. Oh, a
Junkrat.
quick headshot on the Junkrat. However, the Junkrat will trade blows with Con T. And now we
Reaper
see
with
the
another
Reaper
kill.
taking over.
Sigma
in on the
low.
Sigma next. He will drop to the
Wonderful.
beam of the Zarya. And Sean, we see a Zarya in for Osage.
Very
a
interesting.
Diva Zarya comp. What do you think of that?
I like it.
I like it. I haven't seen a lot of Zarya. Zarya is one of my favorite heroes. She's really
Her
strong
alt is
right now.
can combo with about
Yep,
all of them.
Sean, I'm willing to bet we're gonna see a Grav Death Blossom
you
one
know,
time before this match
yes,
is
or
over.
grab self-destruct.
Yep, Grav Self-Destruct.
One
is
of
gonna
the
be huge,
times.
too. And that's just, you have to say it might be a 6K at this point.
Right,
We've
very
seen
well
we've
could.
seen everything but. And with the tank play somewhat passive from Spirit Lake, I wouldn't be surprised. And as you look here, you're just seeing Spirit Lake finally getting a full regroup, like
Right.
we said they needed to.
Staying behind that
They're
shield.
waiting. They're letting their shields burn a little bit, though, so they'll have to wait for those to recharge. Looking at the ultimate bank here, you see Reinhardt with an Earth Shatter, Zero with a Riptire, and we will have another pause here. We've had some technical difficulties this match, haven't we, Sean?
Yes, I'm not for sure what is going on entirely, but
Once
I
again,
think they're figuring it out.
once again, we see Osage Esports lagging. Osage Esports 6 lagging out of the game again. That's the mercy for Osage. That must be the culprit of these internet issues, Sean.
Must be. I just didn't know.
All right, hopping right back into the action here. You'll see Spirit Lake getting a quick few picks here to open up the point. They've captured it, and now they're up to just under 10% capture for this point. And Sean, Spirit Lake's right back in it. What do you think of that fight?
That's right. That was a great fight.
And I would say that great fight result is a result of their full team regroup.
You know,
we saw them.
yes.
We saw them up top regrouping as a team. They were patient, and it paid off as they're on the point with full control. The double shield set up now. This could be tough to retake for Osage. I would place this retake heavily on the Diva Wrecking Ball back in now. It's up to those tanks to create the space to get back on this point. We'll see if they can do it. You'll see Junie Buggy chilling back there with her Widowmaker. Gets a big pick. Yep, a big pick on the mech and a bigger pick on the Mercy. Another one onto Conti. Junie Buggy really starting to show how this Widowmaker can make an impact. But you'll see two nice return picks for Osage, make it 3, and it looks like Osage might be able to recapture this point. Death Blossom up now. He might be popping it here just shortly. Looking to get a little support from his team. He wants another big old kill feed here. He's trying to wait for his Mercy. Can he stay alive? The Mercy's there. This could be a big play. Here he goes for it. Okay, they get one. They get one as Reinhardt. He will trade his life, though, as Junie Buggy once again with a nice headshot on the Reaper. And Mercy back with the res once again. The Coalescence pop for Osage. It looks to be Spirit Lake with a little bit of a retreat here. They're going to need to use some ults. Oh, a big minefield for the Wrecking Ball. And wow, we see a killless self-destruct, Sean. What's going on? God forbid we have not a 5K, am I right?
That's right.
It's all good for Osage as they have still control here. The ball is doing a little bit of spinning to win. Osage now up to just about 70%, gaining on the 79% of Spirit Lake. A total team wipe here for the Green Devils. Looking at the ult bake, Sean, do you think that Spirit Lake's going to be able to have another go at this point?
You know, they very well could be if they use their ults right and at the right time.
You see they're coming up on 5
More
to 6
ult
ults
is
here.
amazing. You can watch the flankers with that Widow ult.
Yep. The
Riptire.
walls is a huge advantage with the Widowmaker ultimate here. It'll come down to sometimes you just got to push Q, Sean, and sometimes pushing Q for the ultimate will work. You'll see Conti saying, no, sir, that's going to end the game with a 4K
Wonderful.
Deadeye. Too many for him. He says no thank you to that retake to Spirit Lake. That's going to end the match with a very convincing 3-0 sweep of Spirit Lake with the play of the game here on the big play that we just happened to miss. I'm guaranteeing it. Here it is in the back line. The Sigma not paying attention with the shield, looking for kills, and he lands 4. All right, Sean, great match for Osage. What did you like most about what the Osage team brought today?
You know, I feel like they stick together as a team very well, and they just work together with their ults, with their abilities.
That's right.
And they weren't afraid to, you know, switch heroes if something wasn't working.
Yep. Looking there at the screen you saw both DPS players popping up on the board for Osage. Sean, would you say this was a little bit of a DPS difference this match?
I would say this match definitely.
Definitely. We saw a lot of plays from the McCree, a lot of plays from the Reaper. I would expect to see a lot of that going forward for this Osage squad. It looked great. No need to change it. Let's talk about the tank line. Did you like the Diva play? Did you like the shield play from Osage?
Yes, I thought it was fine.
I think one little underspoken aspect is that Mercy play.
Mm-hmm.
Great play.
Terrific.
Always there for the res. You know, great positioning. I think that's one highlight that we just don't talk about enough.
Right.
Sean, what would you like to say about the Spirit Lake team? I think they played well, but maybe got a little bit of work to do.
So, you know, Overwatch is a team game. You got to try to stick together. And, you know, I don't think Spirit Lake was doing that very much. You know, they were dying, and they were seeing who could get back first. You know, they weren't grouping up. They were coming in waves.
It was a lot of solo play. A lot of guys looking to make the plays themselves, where Osage was a lot more of a cohesive unit here early. looks to be a great start to the season for Osage. I think that's going to do it for us. Great match for Osage. We will catch you all next time. This has been Durza and Flipped here for Osage Green Devil Esports.